DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening.
I'm Taylor Joy Lagpakan.
And I'm Jasmine.
And you are tuned into INCRadio San Diego, broadcasting live from the local congregation of Vista. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us for our show today. In case you didn't know, our show is all about potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potato. You can say it any way you want, but if you are a potato lover, potato enthusiast, you are in the right place this morning.
Mm-hmm. And we are continuing our hashtag challenge, but we also want to recognize our top weekly clickers.
That's right. So these are our top clickers, those who clicked on their local congregation specific link for last week's show. In third place, we had the local congregation of National City. Second place, local congregation of Spring Valley. And in first place, the local congregation of Chula Vista.
Congratulations.
Great job to our top three clickers.
Yes. And we are continuing our hashtag challenge, which we do every week. So let us know where you are tuning in from in the chat by letting us know your hashtag. So if you're from Chula Vista, hashtag CV, hashtag NSD, hashtag EC, hashtag SV, hashtag Hemet, hashtag TMV, hashtag NC, and hashtag Vista.
Nice. And we are going to announce last weekend's hashtag challenge winners. And these were the winners from our district's 8th anniversary broadcast, our special broadcast. So we give major props to these particular winners.
Yes.
In third place for last weekend's show, we had the local congregation of, drumroll please, Vista. Congrats, Vista.
Yes.
And in second place, we had the local congregation of El Cajon. Great job. Hashtag EC. Would you like to announce first place?
Yes. And in first place, so proud of the local congregation of Temecula Valley. Hashtag TMV. So keep those hashtags coming.
Yep. And be sure to, of course, share this live link with your friends and loved ones so that they can join in on all the fun on our potato talk today. And that so they can shout out their own local congregation as well.
Yes. And we have a special guest that will join us in our conversation while we have this potato talk.
Yes.
Let's welcome to the show our brother Jandine.
Yay! There he is. Hello. How are you, Jandine?
I'm doing well. Are you enjoying the potatoes?
I am. So in case you didn't know, we're enjoying a lovely potato dish that Jandine made for us today. Isn't that so kind? Would you like to explain to everyone what this is?
Yeah, this is potatoes gratin. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Sounds fancy. Yeah.
But it's basically a potato dish with sliced potatoes and cream, cheese, and butter.
And it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost done with mine.
I know. We've been munching on this all morning so far, and it's made me feel really happy. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Absolutely.
So tell us about yourself for those of us tuning in. Not everyone may have met you yet.
Yeah, I'm Brother Jandine from the local congregation of Vista. I'm 31 years old, and I like potatoes.
That's really great. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, so potatoes. You are our potato expert for today. And we do have some questions that we want to ask you all about potatoes so you can, share your potato wisdom with all of us, especially when it comes to cooking with potatoes, because I feel like that's definitely one of your specialties, as we can tell from this morning.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to answer any questions about potatoes.
Awesome.
So the first question is, what is a potato?
Yeah, a potato is a special kind of vegetable called a tuber. So it grows underground, and it's basically a surplus of nutrients for the potato plant, which grows above ground. And it happens to be really tasty.
It happens to be very tasty, yeah. And there's different types of potatoes too, right? There's like sweet potatoes, and
Yeah.
there's a variety of potatoes.
Yeah, they come in all sizes and all colors. The particular potato that we're having today is russet potato. It's brown. You see them in the grocery store a lot. But yeah,
I feel like russet potatoes are one of the more common ones to cook with.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Yes, we wanted to ask all of you that are listening and tuning in right now, what's your favorite dish made out of potatoes?
Yeah, there's, as we can probably already tell, a lot of us are familiar with potatoes already. They're a very versatile ingredient
Mhm.
to cook with. So let us know what your favorite potato related dish is, because we know that there's tons of them out there. While everyone in the live chat answers, Jandine, would you like to tell us what your favorite is, or if you can even pick just one?
I know there are so many good potato dishes, but my favorite would have to be the one that you're eating right now. It's my first time making it actually, but
Really?
I've usually had it in the past. Someone else make it for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's the potatoes gratin. It was very interesting learning how to make it. The first one, it went okay, but the second one was even better. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've had potato, I've always just called it potato gratin, but now that you're saying it, like, it sounds very proper. Potato gratin.
I feel like it's harder to say gratin.
It is
So
a little
I feel
bit.
like I should start saying gratin, but
I like gratin. It sounds fancy.
Yeah, it does.
we're very
It looks
French.
like we have one so far that had shared their favorite dish. We have Sister Jessica de Dios. Hello, po. She likes it baked with extra cheese and sour cream.
Ooh,
yes.
delicious.
Hashtag SB.
I also see one from Sophia Carlos. Loaded baked or mashed potatoes are my fave. Hashtag NC.
Mm.
Nice, nice. All right, should we go to the next question?
Sure.
Okay, so answer this for us. Potatoes are great in blank. Let us know in the chat how you would fill in that blank. Potatoes are great in what? How about
Potatoes
you?
are great in a lot of things. In cream and cheese, as we are learning this morning. What about you, Jandine?
Yeah, potatoes are great in a lot of things. Lately, I've been really interested in pasta, believe it or not. And,
That's a unique one.
right? And inside the pasta are little bits of potato, and you can get this at like a bulk grocery store. But I've been eating that a lot, and it's surprisingly really good.
So, like, instead, like, I'm imagining a ravioli, and then
Yes,
instead of
exactly.
cheese inside, it's potato.
It's actually potatoes and cheese, which is
That
amazing.
sounds delicious.
Yeah, no, I
Potato
haven't
and
had that
cheese.
yet, so I have to try that.
Yeah,
Is it like
definitely.
mashed potato filling or like whole, like unmashed?
I think
potato
it's like
filling?
tiny cube potatoes. I think that's what it is. But it's really
Interesting.
good. Yeah, it's really good. It's a nice twist on pasta or ravioli.
I like that. I like the sound of that. And what you do? You just eat it like that, or do you add like butter to it, or a sort of cheese on top of it after you
Yeah,
cook it?
actually, I'm a bit weird. I know people like to have pasta with sauce, but I like to have it completely dry with Parmesan cheese.
Interesting.
So
No, that does sound good, because it sounds like something that what's the word I'm looking for? I guess filling, or like
Yes.
that substantial. It doesn't need much else, right?
Right.
You can just enjoy the flavors of what's already there.
Yes.
What about you, Jess? How would you fill in the blank? Potatoes are great in blank.
You know, I throw it in a lot of soups because my kids love to have a variety of soup dishes. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I throw it in a lot of soups.
I see. I remember growing up, whenever my dad would make stew, he would put potatoes in that, and that would always be delicious.
Mhm.
Like, I love particularly the potatoes in something like soupy or brothy. So I understand that completely.
Yeah, I definitely like it having potatoes in beef stew.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's really good. You can cook that for a very long time, and it gets nice and soft.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
imagining.
mhm.
It's just like, it's so soft when you eat it. I'm so not great at describing potato texture, huh? I was describing this as like chewy this morning, but it's not exactly chewy, but it just
There's
like
a feeling in your
delicious.
mouth.
It's an interesting texture for food, and I really
it looks
enjoy
like
it.
in the chat we have Malcolm. He's saying potatoes are great in stew as well.
Yep.
No stew is complete without them.
Very true. And from Jackie Mata, good in nilaga, which
Yes.
is like a
I love
Filipino
nilaga.
soup.
Yes, and I
Very
cook that
good.
a lot too. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
And then we have Jessica de Dios again, baked with. Oh, we actually with that already.
Yeah.
And then we looks like a lot of people actually like baked potatoes.
Yes, that's good to know. From Alexander Del Mundo, in beef caldereta. Also another
Ooh,
Filipino.
yes.
There's a lot of Filipino dishes with potatoes, I'm realizing.
And then Franklin Kobe Araneta says potatoes are great in my belly.
They're also great in my belly.
I agree. I'll agree with that one, actually.
Me too.
From Brother Roger or Broger, he says clam chowder with potatoes. Hashtag
Yes,
Vista. How could we forget
yes.
about clam chowder? That's so true.
And then Resmel Catalasan, hi Res, says potatoes are great in carne asada fries.
Carne asada. We're getting an applause for that one. That one for sure. Carne asada
Yeah.
fries. It's a
And
staple.
we live in Southern California, so it's a great area for potatoes in general.
Yes.
That
Like
is
look at this
correct.
burrito on screen. This burrito has fries on it too, huh?
Yeah.
Potatoes. And it looks like there's this fried cubed potato dish.
That's a Taco Bell dish. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Restaurant.
It is, but totally not sponsored. But it is a very popular one with
Mhm.
cheese and sour cream. Another great way to enjoy potatoes.
Yes.
And also from Edith Indionco, she says French fries. French fries are definitely delish.
And it's
Twice
Berger
baked.
again, twice baked.
Twice
Hashtag Vista.
I would imagine. Wow, that's
How
a
does-
lot of cooking.
How does that work? Twice baked?
Yeah, I haven't heard of twice baked potatoes. I'm assuming you bake it once and then you bake it
Bake it
again.
again? I think that's pretty close to
Yeah.
what it is.
That's what I'm imagining. Hannah Lamone says, my dad's breakfast potatoes with scrambled eggs, onions, and ham.
Mm.
I love a good breakfast
That's
potato.
great.
Same.
Yes, like those breakfast potato skillets. Like they're so good and crispy. I love them. From Brother Christian Co, he says, good morning, SCC. Happy to be here. Potatoes are my weakness, and French fries are my number one favorite food.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think
At
French
least
fries
he's
are
getting
delicious.
his vegetables in.
In fried form.
All right. So I know we talked about what potatoes are great in, but it's also a great side dish, right? So potatoes are great with blank. So
Fill in
those
the
of you in the
blank.
chat, let us know how what you think the answer is when it comes to potatoes are great with what?
How would you fill in the blank, Jandine?
Oh yeah. And Brother Christian said it earlier. Fries are actually a great side dish. They're probably one of my favorite
Yep.
side dishes in potato form.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. Potatoes go great with a lot of main dishes.
Mm-hmm.
We have like potato salad. We have
Yep, true.
what else do we have?
We
Potato
have
chips. Yeah.
tater tots.
Oh,
Yes.
tater tots.
Tater tots. And I feel like all of those, like those types of potatoes that you can eat, like in what finger food form,
Oh,
like
yes,
French
yes, yes.
fries, tater tots, and what was the other one that you just mentioned?
Potato chips? Or
Potato.
no,
Oh yeah, potato chips.
Potato
Like all of
chips.
those are really good. I feel like with like a burger or something very
Yes.
like a substantial meat dish.
Mhm.
I personally think like a steak or a burger.
I completely agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Potato salad, I feel like, is really good with barbecue.
Yes.
I'm still on my barbecue binge from two broadcasts ago with Brother Roger.
It was so
Yeah,
good with
we
Brother
loved
Roger.
What about you, Jazz? Do you have an idea how you would fill in the blank? Potatoes go great with.
I like baked potato was mentioned a lot, but when we have steak, I love
Mhm.
it as a side dish too.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes. For potatoes as a side dish, I actually really like sweet potatoes,
Oh,
which I
yes.
feel like is a hot take sometimes, but especially with like a main dish like salmon or just something very hearty, sweet potatoes I feel like are nice. It helps
balances.
balance,
Mhm.
Yeah.
balance out the dish. That's exactly what I was going at.
It's definitely a very mellow flavor. I love sweet potato fries. So I'm a fan.
Let us know in the chat if you are a fan of sweet potato fries, because I do not know enough people who like sweet potato fries. You like sweet potato fries?
I love them. Mhm.
I'm so
Same.
glad. Thank you. I'm with some real potato fans up here.
And I love them plain. I don't even use dip.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't need it.
Yeah, it doesn't
No,
need it.
Exactly.
It's sweet enough.
Exactly. Very true. But let's see what everyone is saying in the live chat.
Looks like Gemma Oliverio says, my husband cooked us beef curry with potatoes and carrots. Yum, yum.
Yum, that
Yum.
does sound good. Curry. I almost forgot about that one.
Mhm.
Another comment from Jackie Mata. Mashed potatoes are good with steaks.
Yes.
We agree. Hashtag CV. Also, she mentioned sweet potato fries in the chat as well. We have another sweet potato fan. Yes.
And then Lawrence Payne says, French fries plus milkshakes.
Ooh, that's a
Oh.
good one. Thank you
Mhm.
for mentioning that one.
My
Yeah.
son would vote for that.
From Sister Precious Capistrano, everything. My kids love their fries dipped in ice cream. We're getting a lot of comments about that today, huh? Are we discovering that SDC is like sweet salty fans? That sweet salty combination? I'm happy about that.
Would that be an uncommon food opinion?
That could be.
Mhm.
Not everyone is a fan of that, but I feel like personally, I feel like it works very well.
Yes, I'm a fan.
She also mentioned sweet potatoes, air fried fries with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Yes.
That sounds delicious. I'm going
Yes.
to try that later.
Thanks for the idea.
Also from Lawrence Payne, sweet potato pie. Silence. I don't know how we
Actually,
feel
I've
about that
had that
yet.
before. It's good. It's good.
Do you add anything to it, or is it
I-
good on its own?
I think it has like the same consistency as pumpkin pie. So if you've ever had pumpkin pie, it's pretty similar. It's really good.
Of course.
I can't really describe it.
Yeah, now that you mentioned like it's similar to pumpkin pie, I can definitely imagine it being delicious.
And then Tina Sarmiento says, I used to have nilagang kamote, boiled sweet potato.
Oh,
Thank you po.
those are so good. My grandma used to feed me those all the time. Also from Sister Tina, all-time favorite is the beef super burrito. Ooh, of
Ooh.
course the scallop potatoes as well.
Mhm. And she's a great cook too.
Mhm.
Ooh.
All right. Thanks everyone for all of your feedback when it comes to potatoes.
Yes.
So we also wanted to ask you all something else. What is your favorite way to eat potatoes?
Yeah.
I think we've been talking about eating so much already, but
I'm a
is
little
there one
hungry
we've
now.
I know we've talked about, a lot of people were mentioning French fries, which I feel like can be considered fried potatoes. So that's one way. We remember a lot of people mentioned baked potatoes.
Mhm.
What about you, Jandine? What's your favorite way to eat potatoes?
Actually, you just said it right now, Sister Taylor. Fried. Fried potatoes come in many different forms. We talked about a few of them: French fries, potato chips, hash browns,
Mm-hmm.
tater tots. There's a lot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
It's definitely one of the top tier ways of preparing a potato.
I like how would you consider this one? Wait, I remember the name. Potato gratin.
Gratin.
Would you consider this a fried potato, or how would you consider this potato to be cooked?
I think it's like a baked potato,
A
like a
baked?
deconstructed baked potato, pretty
Mm.
much,
But on a skillet.
but on a skillet.
That's
Hmm
that
Actually,
makes you think.
I put the skillet in the oven, so
It
yeah.
is.
So
There
it is
you
baked.
go. Ultimately, it is baked.
Mhm.
Oh, we see a comment from our Kuya Tech as well. I'm going to attempt to read what he says. Masarap din po ang potato sa menudo.
Yes.
Thank you. Send me more Tagalog comments. I'm just kidding. Don't test me today, please. I'm a beginner. I like that. Before today, I wouldn't have considered myself the biggest baked potato fan, but I like it in this way. If it's like this kind of baked potato.
yeah, it's a very decadent dish, and I only wish the audience could have some of it,
I
of what I'm
know.
cooking right here.
We are metaphorically sharing some with you right now. All right, let's see what everyone else has to say about this one.
We have Mark Whitford. Good morning. Is it poutine?
Poutine, yes.
Yes.
It's
Poutine.
delish.
I think that's a Canadian potato dish where it's French fries and then gravy and cheese curds, or like just some sort of form of melty cheese. I have had that before. It's very delicious.
Mm.
Also, Brother Shu Ariola says, what about potato salad? Yes, for sure, Brother Shu. One of the more refreshing ways to enjoy potatoes.
All right. And the main studio is commenting again. Kuya Tech says, mechado at afritada.
Love that.
I think they're hungry over there.
Sorry, Queen Tech. Also, Broger, I never met a potato I didn't like. We are fans of all potatoes here. All potatoes welcome. Also from Sister Christine Dominique Campon, scalloped potatoes.
Yay. And then Brother Broger
Again.
is proud of your Tagalog.
Thank you. I really, really tried. Also from Jake and Unaisa Banting. I hope I said that correctly. This show is making me crave for some carne asada fries. Hashtag CB.
Yes,
I
very
know.
good, very good.
Those sound good right now.
And Ka Elmer Sarmiento says, don't forget the barbecue sweet potatoes.
Oh, yes. We can
No,
never
we won't
forget.
forget.
Yes. Also, Sister Lilia Anasiete, good in menudo and pork adobo as well, for sure. I don't know if you can hear, but our tech team right now, everyone behind the scenes, they're also, we can tell they're hungry. There's lots of things going on.
There's a new hashtag challenge, apparently. Hashtag Taylor Can Tagalog. Thank you,
Thanks,
Brother
Rez.
Rez.
Thanks for that. Now everybody's gonna come up to me in person and be like, "Can you pronounce this in Tagalog?" And I'm gonna embarrass myself. All right.
All right, next question. Is there any new potato dish that you would like to try next? So for those of you in the chat, is there a new dish with potatoes that you'd like to try next?
That's a good question. I know you've already, it sounds like you've tried a lot of potato dishes, John Dean, but is there one that you have not tried yet or one that you are hoping to try?
Yeah, I've had a lot of different kinds of potato dishes, but I was Googling around. Sorry.
Not sponsored. You're
Not
good.
sponsored. And I found a dish called pomme Anna, which is another French dish. It basically means potatoes Anna, and it's a pie. It looks like a pie, but it's like layered potatoes. It's similar to actually the dish that I cooked today, but there's something different. I just didn't realize, like I didn't really research what the difference is, but I've never had that before. It seems interesting. I'd like to try it.
It sounds good. From what you remember when you were researching it, did it have a crust?
I think it did have a crust.
Maybe
but
that's what makes it a pie.
maybe, but I'll definitely look into it more.
You should, and let us
And
know.
get back to us.
Yeah,
appreciate
I'll let you know.
There's one potato dish that I really want to share with everyone because it's been gaining popularity, especially recently on social media. It's called the jacket potato, and it's been very popular. I mean, I guess it's been common in the England, in the England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the UK, but only now Americans have been trying it. And basically, it's like a baked potato, and then you cut it open, and then you mash the insides a little bit, and then you add butter, and then you add baked beans. Or I've seen people put like chili and then sprinkle with cheese.
Wow.
And it sounds delicious. and
That
comforting.
does sound really good. Yeah.
And
So
it's
that's one I
called
wanna try.
jacket.
Jacket potato.
And
Yep.
it sounds like it'll keep you warm too,
Yes.
right?
Not only like food wise, but there's your jacket. I like that one. Thank you, John Dean, for
Yeah.
all of the potato talk that we had today.
Of course.
Before we let you go, would you like to give any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my local congregation of Vista. And to all friends and family and loved ones watching and tuning in. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Let's give them a round of applause. We'll see you around. And thank you once again for our potatoes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
That was so much fun.
No, who knew we could have so much fun talking about potatoes? But we do have more stuff coming up.
Yes, we do. Can you tell us what CFO stands for?
Gladly. CFO stands for Christian Family Organization, also known as the organizations inside the Church of Christ for every member of the family. And here in San Diego County, California, we have CFO activities going on all the time.
Right.
Lovely.
Yes. So last week we had a CBI or Christian Brotherhood International District Assembly.
Yes.
And that was in El Cajon, as you can see from the photos there.
Yes.
And we have so many activities this month. So take a screenshot of all of these dates and activities.
Yes. And we'll go over them very briefly. March 16th, we have a sports clinic, basketball and volleyball edition.
March 23, CFO Unity Games. the chess edition.
March 24, CWS Leadership Conference, also known as Children's Worship Service.
And then March 30th, CEA, or the Christian Employee Association Seminar and CFO Leadership Seminar.
Yes. And March 31st, we have a scan, firefighting, and water rescue activity.
Yes. And then also we have a CFO Variety Show, Season 2. So if you'd like to participate, please send in a 2-minute solo or group performance to your CFO officers by March 17th.
Yes. And this has been CFO in Action for the San Diego Satellite Studio. And we are out of time already for our show today, unfortunately. I know we could go on and on, but before we go, we would like to make some special greetings. Would you like to start us off?
Sure. We would like to say thank you for making this broadcast possible to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Rano Manalo, our SEPSI President, and Brother Matt Capistrano, our Supervising Minister of San Diego County.
Also, greetings and thank yous to Brother Elmar Sarmiento, our Assistant Supervising Minister, Brother Christian De Dios, our CFO Advisor, and Brother Christian Ko, our District Multimedia Advisor.
Up next is INCRadio San Francisco. And make sure you tune in again next week on INCRadio San Diego. Until then, we'll catch you all on the next
Wave! Come on here. Bye, everyone. Eat your potatoes. Remember,
Ta-ta.
one of the most delicious vegetables. Let's bring it plate closer to the camera so they can see how delicious it is. Ooh, ooh.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, go ahead. Look at that. Look at that. Delicious. Love it.